Imagine being a Leeds United fan, standing at Elland Road, surrounded by decades of grit, passion, and heartbreak. The chants echo, the beer is cold, and the floodlights burn like pyres. Now picture this, that same fortress of football, but reimagined, revitalized, and ready to rival the best in Europe. We're not talking about a paint job or a new scoreboard. We're talking about a transformation that costs a jaw-dropping £120 million. This is no ordinary renovation. It's a resurrection, and it's coming sooner than you think. Let's get one thing straight. Elland Road isn't just a stadium. It's an identity. It's the soul of a city that bleeds white, yellow, and blue. But as the Premier League evolves, so too must its arenas. The days of creaky stands and narrow concourses are numbered. Leeds United has a vision, a bold one, to push Elland Road into the future while holding tight to the legacy that built it. This is the story of how a sleeping giant is preparing to rise, and how £120 million might just change everything. Why now? Timing is everything. So why is Leeds United making this move now? After all, Elland Road is already one of the most iconic grounds in English football, but prestige doesn't equal performance. Not off the pitch, anyway. The truth is, capacity is capped at just over 37,000, which is modest for a club with ambitions of consistent top-flight football and European nights. Matchday demand is sky high. Tickets vanish within minutes. Thousands of fans are left watching from home, locked out of the experience. That's lost revenue. That's lost energy. And it's not just about bums on seats. It's about what those bums bring in. Hospitality, retail, sponsorship potential, all of it limited by outdated infrastructure. For a club with new ownership and big dreams, standing still simply isn't an option. Since 2023, with the arrival of the 49ers Enterprises as majority stakeholders, there's been a clear shift in ambition. The American influence has brought not just capital, but strategy. They're thinking bigger, longer term. They want Leeds to compete with the likes of Tottenham, Arsenal, and Manchester City, not just on the pitch, but on the balance sheet too. And that starts with the stadium. The master plan. So what exactly does £120 million buy you these days? Quite a lot, it turns out. The crown jewel of the redevelopment is the East Stand. It's getting a total overhaul. The plan is to expand the overall stadium capacity to over 50,000, a huge leap from where it currently sits. That would catapult Elland Road into the top tier of English stadiums by size, finally matching its history with scale. But it's not just about cramming more seats into the bowl. The expansion is designed to enhance every aspect of the fan experience. Think wider concourses, better acoustics, new hospitality suites, state-of-the-art lighting, and improved accessibility. The aim is to make Elland Road not just intimidating for opponents, but exhilarating for home fans. There's also serious investment going into sustainability. The club wants a stadium fit for the 21st century, and that means smarter energy usage, lower emissions, and future-proofing for the next few decades. Solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and efficient heating systems are all on the table. This isn't just a rebuild, it's a statement. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notifications. This helps us a lot. Don't miss any of our future videos about the world's mega projects and future stadium renovations. Now here's where things get emotional. For all the futuristic upgrades, there's been a conscious decision to respect the soul of Elland Road. This isn't about erasing the past. The Don Revie stand? Untouched. The South Stand, with its fierce atmosphere? Preserved. The spirit of Billy Bremner? Still very much alive. The architects and planners behind the project have made it clear. They want the new Elland Road to feel like the old Elland Road, just better. The sightlines, the slope of the stands, even the proximity to the pitch, all of it is being preserved with almost obsessive attention to detail. Because Leeds United isn't a club that sells nostalgia. It lives it. The fans demand authenticity, and the board knows that any whiff of corporate soullessness would be a disaster. This expansion isn't about turning Elland Road into a sterile bowl. It's about keeping its bite while sharpening its teeth. Behind the numbers, £120 million. It's a massive figure, but where is it all coming from? A significant portion is being funded directly by 49ers Enterprises, the investment arm of the San Francisco 49ers. They've taken majority control and are putting their money where their mouth is. Their model, honed in the NFL, is about monetizing every square inch of a stadium. Think premium hospitality boxes, integrated retail zones, digital ticketing, and more. The club is also exploring naming rights and sponsorship opportunities to cover costs without burdening supporters. The idea of Elland Road presented by might not sit well with traditionalists, but the money has to come from somewhere. And if it means staying competitive and self-sufficient, it may be a compromise worth making. Let's not forget the potential economic ripple effect. A bigger stadium means more jobs on match day, more footfall in local businesses, more attention on the city of Leeds. It's not just a football investment, it's a civic one. The road ahead. Construction is expected to be phased carefully. The club doesn't want to displace fans or sacrifice too many home games. Early estimates suggest a timeline of around 3 years from planning to completion, with much of the major work focused on off-seasons to minimize disruption. And here's the thing, this isn't just a structural project, it's psychological. For years, Leeds United has been a club with a split identity, a giant in memory, a struggler in reality. But this expansion sends a message. The club is done waiting. It's building its own destiny now. Of course, questions remain. Will the investment pay off? Will the team rise to match the new surroundings? Can the soul of Elland Road survive a facelift of this scale? These are risks, but they're calculated ones, and the upside is enormous. Ask any Leeds supporter what Elland Road means to them, and you'll get a story, not a sentence. It's where fathers and sons bonded, where friendships were forged, where legends were made. This isn't just a place to watch football, it's a place to feel it. The expansion isn't about diluting that. It's about giving more people the chance to feel it too. More seats means more families, more young fans, more disabled supporters. It means keeping the next generation tied to the club, not priced out or left out. And let's be honest, Leeds fans deserve it. They've stood by through relegations, near bankruptcy, false dawns, and heartache. They've packed out away ends in League One. They've watched the championship grind for 16 long years. They've earned a stadium that reflects their passion. The bigger picture. Zoom out, and the Leeds expansion isn't just a club story. It's a symbol of where English football is going. Gone are the days when clubs could rely purely on TV money and loyalty. Modern football is a business, and stadiums are assets. Look at Tottenham's billion-pound fortress. Look at what Arsenal's move did for their finances. Leeds is entering that conversation, and not a moment too soon. But unlike some of the newer builds, Elland Road has something those others don't: heart. And if the redevelopment can hold on to that while evolving, it could set a new gold standard for how to modernize a club without selling its soul. This isn't just bricks and beams. This is belief. 120 million pounds, poured not into steel, but into dreams. Leeds United isn't waiting for history to come around again. It's charging headfirst into its future. And when that future arrives, Elland Road will be ready, louder, larger, and more alive than ever before.